am I the a-hole for getting engaged to my ex-husband's new girlfriend's ex-husband? That's a lot of ex-husband's girlfriend's ex-husband.
So many ex-husbands, girlfriends, ex-husbands.
I, 49 female, and my ex-husband, 50 male, let's call him Kevin, got divorced, and the straw that broke the camel's back was when I came home with a present for him for our anniversary, and he accused me of getting it from whoever I was sleeping with and threw it away. He didn't even open the present, which was a Rolex watch he had looked at multiple times and expressed that he liked. So he's like, you're probably cheating. I don't even want it from you. Which most likely means he's actually cheating. I talked to a divorce attorney after this, and we filed within a month, and he moved out. I told my attorney about this, and he wanted to know where he moved out, as Kevin wouldn't list his new address. It was revealed he moved in with his new girlfriend, 50 female. Let's call her Jenny. He was cheating. I actually knew Jenny, as our oldest kids have been in the same class since pre-K. I also knew Jenny and her husband, 52 male, let's call him Terry, who just got divorced right before too. So these are family friends. Family friends, and the OP's husband, now soon to be ex-husband, is dating this family friend who just got divorced.
So messy. Wow.
Yeah. Also, Stella Davis says, quote unquote, new, because you know they were hooking up beforehand.
Yeah.
You know they were hooking up, right?
Yeah,
for
That's
sure.
how it always goes.
It takes a little over a year to finalize a divorce since Kevin couldn't agree to any terms. A few weeks after the divorce, Kevin and Jenny went public with their relationship on a luxury beach trip. Terry sends me a friend request that I quickly accepted. Terry is the ex-husband of OP's husband's current girlfriend.
Yeah, the like basically the person that's in OP's position.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll admit, in this moment, I was being shallow because he's undeniably attractive. 6'3", tan from working outside on his farm, and fit. And he messaged me right after. Are they going to Pound Town? Put your answer. Put Pound Town in the chat.
Pound Town.
I think they're going to Pound Town. Just asking if I had seen the post and blah, blah, blah. The conversation quickly turned into making plans to get dinner and drinks one night. It was Kevin's first weekend with the kids, so Terry and I went out. It sounds sappy, but in that moment, I knew this could be something. It felt natural talking to him, and I didn't have to walk on eggshells or tiptoe around things. He was the first person to actually look at me while I'm talking, and we agreed on almost everything. I invited him over after we left. We had a few more drinks and watched a sappy love movie and had so much fun making fun of how unrealistic it was. We somehow finished a bottle and a half of wine, so I invited him to stay the night. The next morning, I made us breakfast, and we agreed that we should do this another time. I thought it was great. So, all right, they hooked out. They hooked out. It seems like they hooked out.
That's what I was about to ask.
As we were eating, Kevin texted me that he was down the road to drop his kids off. Terry rushed to her, dressed, and left. It felt terrible making him leave like that. And, of course, the first thing Kevin asked was about if he saw Terry's truck coming down the road. I told him nope. And he dropped off the kids and left. That was 4 years ago. What? Whoa. 4 years ago.
Whoa.
Okay, so we're getting a blast of the future.
Dang, okay.
And shortly after that, Terry admitted to me that he wanted a relationship. And I said yes. OP is saying it's 4 years later, but we're still kind of in that time period because it was shortly after that.
Right.
We kept it private all this time because it's really no one's business to know. They've kept it private for 4 years. As long as we know we're happy together, that's what matters. We just celebrated our 4th anniversary, and beginning in November, Terry started to hint that he wanted to propose and wanted me to move to his farm in another town since he lived an hour and a half away. Our anniversary is December 1st, and he planned a surprise dinner with all our friends to propose to me. I couldn't believe that he really did all of this for me. All our friends were incredibly supportive and agreed that we seemed happy together and deserved to be happy with each other. The next day, I made a post about the fact that we were engaged. This was the first post about Terry and I on each other's page. What do we think is going to happen? Conspiracy theories. What do we think is going to happen? So she just posted about, for everyone who's tuning into the stream, TLDR. So OP was with her husband. Husband cheated with a family friend. That family friend got divorced earlier. Then OP dated the ex-husband of the family friend, and now they've been dating for 4 years, and it's been great.
In secret.
Basically, like, the couple split up and then dated each other.
Why does that always happen?
Yeah.
It seems like that always happens.
Honestly, kind of good. They both have each other.
It's better.
But what do you think is going to happen now that she posted? Do you think there's going to be any fallout?
I think that they're going to be insane hypocrites and be like, oh my God, how could you? Like, what are you doing? Like, that's crazy, blah, 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 blah. They're going to get a bunch of backlash from not just the other two that, swapped
Do you
or
think
whatever.
the other two are still together?
I'm going to say yes if they've held it in for this long. Because if they separated and they're like completely gone out of each other's lives, it's like, well, that's
well,
like
no. What I'm saying, so OP and their like soon to be husband are together.
Yep.
I'm saying like the exes.
Yep.
Will they? Are you think that are they together?
I'm saying if they're not together, that would have been even more reason to go public earlier. Because it's like they're not even together anymore.
Oh,
so like
I see. So you think they're together?
I feel like they're still together, given that they've continued to want to hide it.
Back to reality. Right after the post, we started to get calls, texts, Facebook messages from Jenny's family and Kevin's family. Jenny sent a long message to Terry saying she couldn't believe we would do this and didn't check with them first, and how insensitive it was to get engaged when we knew her and Kevin were on a break because of the fighting. He ignored all of our messages until we both got messages from my family saying we were shitty people for getting engaged in spite of Jenny and Kevin, and how they no longer wanted to see my kids and wouldn't be attending the wedding.
Stop.
How do they do this with like no facts? Like they never hear the other side of the story.
And like, do they not? I mean, maybe they don't, but do they not know that the first couple cheated to get together?
Exactly. How are they supporting a fucking cheating couple?
Like, what are we doing here?
So, Terry started to help me sell my house since he also works for a real estate company, and we packed all my stuff, sold all the furniture, and moved me into Terry's house. I left my job and was actually able to get a job at his company as a secretary.
Oh, wow.
We work together. He has 2 sons who treat me really well. They don't call me their mom. I don't expect them to either, but they do tell people I'm their stepmom, and they surprised me with a basketball mom shirt with their names and numbers for Christmas.
Oh,
I couldn't stop crying after seeing it because it was so meaningful to me to see how they considered me their stepmom.
Oh.
Kevin had kids for Christmas, and we were supposed to begin the normal split custody in January. Since the first of the year, the kids have said they don't want to see me, and Kevin said he's talking with an attorney to change our custody schedule and that he wants full custody. No way.
He's lying.
Well,
he's lying to get them, right?
He's lying to the kids because the kids are being manipulated. That's so fucked up that a parent can like manipulate children against their to no fault of their own.
Do the kids, we're not 1,000% clear, but do the kids know that it was the husband that cheated?
I don't think they know. Mika says, I don't get why they need their permission when they're the ones that messed up. OP just moved on, that's all.
And they kept it quiet for 4 years.
4 years.
To like not, I guess, to not make it feel like petty revenge.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And like they've been in a relationship. Like it's not revenge. They actually care about each other.
After 4 years, you would not stay in a relationship for 4 years just for revenge.
I am finally happy with someone that loves me, planning a very small wedding with only friends and family that was supportive of our relationship, and have 2 new stepsons that love me, but I feel so empty without my kids. I took them to meet Terry, and he had been to dinner with us a couple of times, and he treated them like his own, and he never got on to them or was mean to them. I feel so conflicted about what to do. My kids won't even talk to me over the phone and refuse to see me. So Am I the asshole for getting engaged to Terry? I will read an edit, and there is some crazy updates. But edit, my kids have always known Terry and were introduced to him a year and a half after us dating. They had no problem with us being together and knew about the engagement as Terry took them to pick out the ring. It's not like he's a total stranger to them, as they've been around him multiple times and been to his house. I hope this can clear up some confusion, and I plan to elaborate more when I have an update. Mini update, I was able to talk to my usual therapist about a session next week to help the kids talk and maybe help them understand the truth. It's next Friday when I would usually pick them up, so hopefully it goes well. And for everyone just turning into the stream, TLDR, I finally went public and I got engaged to my ex-husband's new girlfriend's ex-husband, and my family has started to resent me. Our kids don't want to see me, and my ex-husband wants full custody. So is OP the a-hole? What do you think, John? And there is some relevant comments and a thick, juicy update. But yeah, before we get into that, I want to hear what you think.
Not even in the slightest.
Yeah.
Not even in the slightest. Like, if anything, OP needs to go way harder and, like, bring him to court, tell the kids, like, yo, here's what's at. Because, yeah, almost certainly Kevin is lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I guess you just have to prove it, which should be easy-ish.
I think the cheating will be easy. Maybe it's a little harder with the other stuff, but I think it's doable. Yeah, I think it's definitely.
I think it's doable. Anyway, let's get into the relevant comments.
Let's do it.
So Koala Bear 20 says, not the a-hole. Are your kids okay? What have you done wrong? Their dad is allowed to have a new relationship, but you aren't. OP responds, they're okay from what I've seen. Terry and Jenny's kids have tried to be friends with them, but they have said my kids don't talk to them. I won't try to act like I've done nothing wrong, but I feel like when they started to ignore me, I started to go to Terry's kids' sporting events more. I would attend my kids' games, but they didn't even acknowledge me after or before. I felt useless going, so I didn't even attend the last game, but I still dropped off presents for Christmas, offered to take them to dinner or Christmas without Terry or his kids, and to spend time with them. So, I actually have a hot take on this.
Ooh, drop it on me.
I think OP is the a-hole for this. And this is why. All right. Yes, your kids may be like not acknowledging you, but like I think the duty of a parent is to be the rock, and like regardless of whether your kids are like acknowledging you or not, just like keep going, because it's for them, and like it's proving that you're going to be there for them, I think. And so if she stops leaving, then it's going to reinforce this narrative that, oh, she doesn't care about you. She's going to her stepkids.
She loves the stepkids.
She loves the stepkids more.
Yeah, the new kids.
Yeah, and like, oh yeah, she was at her game, you know?
Yeah.
And so for her own relationship with her kids, she should keep going to that game regardless of whether they acknowledge her or not, because it's only going to be damage to the relationship further, and then Kevin's going to use that against her.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if you guys think that's true.
It's a really good point. It's a really good point. I mean, like, the tough part is that's got to be so painful, because you're like there with your kids not acknowledging you and just like continuing to receive like that. I'm just imagining myself in her shoes and what a blow that would be. But I felt like if I heard that advice or kind of came to that conclusion myself, hopefully I would be like, that is actually what you should do. And like,
so I think overall, like, OP's not the a-hole from what we've seen, but in this instance, I think she is. But we're going to get into more relevant comments.
Let's do it.
So, Unlucky You says, not the a-hole. How old are your kids? I wonder what their dad / your ex is putting into their heads. While he's going for custody, you may want to go after him for parental alienation. He sounds like a really real winner. And OP says 17, 15, and 10. So the kids are somewhat young.
Got it. Yep.
TD says, you've been dating for 4 years and your kids didn't know it? You got engaged without introducing the kids to the boyfriend? And OP responds, they already knew Terry. He has kids the same age and play the same sports. And I did tell them I was dating someone after a year and a half. I still wasn't sure how they would react, but they seemed fine with it. And I introduced them to Terry shortly after that. Since he didn't live close, he tried to come over on the weekend, but it would usually only be a couple times a month. Like I said, they went to dinner with us and have been at the house with us together. They really didn't act like they cared, to be honest. So they knew him before they got engaged, like a year and a half after Terry and OP had been dating.
So, and they knew that they were dating.
They knew that they were dating.
Okay, so the kids knew.
The kids knew.
Just not the rest
So
of
something changed. Like basically Kevin, the ex-husband, probably said something.
Yes.
Bookreader123 says, I don't understand why they have a problem with it now and not before. Everyone knew about Terry. I also think that your ex is telling them lies and would go to a lawyer. What did the kids say about you moving? Do they live with their dad, or what's the deal? As you said, Terry lives 1.5 hours away. Where are his sons? Do they go to the same schools? OP responded, I told the kids about moving and they said they wouldn't be totally interested as they like their current school. They are currently with their dad. Terry was awarded full custody after Jenny received a DUI with one of their kids in the car during their custody hearing. Jenny lives in their old house that he gave her after the divorce, and now he lives in a ranch house he built with the kids, and they attend a school there. Damn.
Wait. So does Kevin now have the kids from...
So Kevin
Yeah.
Kevin and Jenny are the ones dating.
Yep, Kevin and Jenny.
Right? Terry and OP are the ones dating now.
Yep.
Jenny received a DUI, so doesn't have access to the kids anymore. So Terry got full custody.
Yeah, OP's now soon to be husband is getting full custody, or the man OP's dating is getting full custody. Yep,
exactly. So
wow.
So that's like even further reason that Jenny and Kevin are probably on the rocks.
Yeah.
But there is an update.
Woo!
There is an update. So
let's
freaking get into it. I'm not sure how much of an update this is, but we'll just go. To start, I'm sure him and Jenny had an affair when we were still married, and I really don't care to know. I don't let them waste any of my energy worrying about them and what they do or did. I probably could have worded the end of the post better. Terry isn't a stranger I just pulled off the street and got engaged to. My kids have always known Terry, as his kids are the same age and play the same sports. I told them I was dating someone after 1.5 years and introduced them to him shortly after. They've been to dinner with Terry and me and have been with me when Terry came over and been to Terry's house where he lives. He's a very busy and hardworking man, so we didn't get to spend much time together where I live or with my kids, so I would usually spend time at his house, but I never skip time with my kids to see him. Terry is a farmer, land real estate agent, owns his own business, and a volunteer firefighter, so that is why I decided to move there instead of the other way around. Also, if y'all are just tuning in, Terry is undeniably hot.
Dude, what a hunk of
freaking hot, has a farm,
dude,
volunteer
firefighter. Dude,
come on.
Yoinks.
I'm creaming just reading this.
Oh.
I did tell my kids prior to the move and engagement that I would like to one day move there. They did tell me that they really wouldn't be interested in moving there as they liked the school they attend and didn't want to switch. I was fine with that. And then I told them if I did, I would still like them to stay, even if it's for a weekend or when they're on a break. Terry also took all 3 of my boys and his 2 to pick out my ring, so it wasn't a shock to any of them. Terry asked all of my 3 kids individually if they were fine with it before he even proposed. So she wasn't hiding anything from the kids.
Yeah.
It was all out in the open. I was also asked about if they could come to his house, and yes, they could. Terry has been very nice, has a very nice ranch house he built with 5 full bedrooms and 3 empty finished rooms in the basement that could be bedrooms. Terry doesn't miss. Terry is the most eligible freaking bachelor.
My God.
Mika says we love Terry. Yeah, we do.
We do.
We do love Terry.
Someone said, back it up, Terry.
Josie Mendes, that's
back
how
it up.
Terry's hot. Yeah, back it freaking up. Terry also had a room that he calls his office that he offered to clear out to make room for an upstairs bedroom so one kid didn't have to sleep downstairs if all 5 were staying at his house, so they could all have their rooms in privacy.
Wow.
And he's thoughtful too.
What a man.
Terry's the best. Terry's great.
Dude,
Terry's great.
Dude.
I feel like OP like really lucked out, but is just getting like all of this like recourse from just for no reason.
I mean, do you just go to Terry and be like,
just give up your kids? Just give up your kids?
Yeah, I guess.
And marry Terry?
Because you could go no contact with
your kids.
Everyone but the kids, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, the kids are the issue. The kids are the issue. The kids not liking the mom.
That's tough.
That's tough. So, I didn't want to act like I was hiding my relationship with Terry, but we wanted to take things slow and not rush. Hence why we didn't post to social media or tell our exes. Obviously, friends knew. You can only tell people you're friends for so long before they catch on, but we only told very, very close friends who won't gossip and tell everyone. And lastly, the last question was about my job. Yes, I went from a director of a department to a secretary making just under what I made as a director. You all would be very surprised what a small town local business secretaries make. I'm a secretary/accountant for a land real estate company, as well as Terry's business he owns and his farm. I go to work at 2:30 a.m. with him and don't leave until he does around 9 p.m. and still have farm chores after. So for everyone degrading my career, I work my ass off.
What?
Now on to the update.
2:30 to 9 p.m.?
Bro, that's like what we're doing for the
That's
stream
the schedule
right now.
they want us on.
I know. After that post and the advice, I called my lawyer, who agreed that he can't keep the kids from me and that he was definitely doing something to make them flip like that.
Right.
He did say we could go to court, but I told him I wanted to try and resolve it without court first. I'm not ashamed of it, and I'll admit it. I see a therapist for my own health. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I talked to her about getting a session with my kids, and she agreed. I called Kevin after that to say I want to have a talk with only the boys, and he could drop them off, but he could not attend. The therapist was able to finally get them to open up. Okay, this is good. Feels like
we're getting to the real.
This is fertile ground.
We're cracking the case.
You Reddit detectives were correct. He turned the story to that Terry and I had an affair for years before we got divorced, and even tried to tell the youngest that Terry could be his dad because I was cheating on them.
You are joking.
Which isn't true, as I never cheated on Kevin in our entire relationship. I was able to tell the kids the full truth, and I felt the 50-pound weight was lifted off my chest. So OP told the full truth. After, I had never been happier to hug all three of them. I made sure to express how much we miss them and are happy to have them home. And completely unexpected was all three gave Terry a hug next. Terry isn't one to cry about much or cry very easily, but the second they hugged him, I saw his eyes water up, and I knew I was making the right decision and picked someone who loves these boys as much as I do. They spent the weekend with us, and I was able to tell the older two the full story about Kevin and Jenny, how the marriage fell apart, and once again invited them to live with us. So basically now giving like the age appropriate.
Yeah. Because the two is 15, 17, like still you're getting there.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They both said that they actually wanted to, but since Kevin had fed them lies, they didn't want to be around us. They get out of school in May and are planning to move with us for the summer. This will hopefully be a good opportunity for them to bond with Terry's kids and their friends. I will not be pushing them to move here as it's their own choice, but deep down, I really do hope they do. I think going to a smaller school and living in a smaller town will be better for them than living in the city. I told my youngest a more watered down version of events. I think that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
You know? I did make sure to tell him that Kevin is his real dad, and what he told him about Terry was not true. He seemed to understand it. So for the moment, Kevin is fine with the boys moving here for the summer. All three of them asked him instead of me, and I think that has helped a lot. Showing him it was their decision instead of mine. To say I'm excited is an understatement. I'm over the moon with how much this is working out. I've talked to my lawyer, and he said the older two are able to decide where they go, while Kevin and I would have to come to an agreement for our youngest. I don't want full custody, as I think the kids need their father in their lives, but my lawyer is urging me to fight for full custody. Do you think OP should fight for full custody?
It's tricky because, like, ultimately, like, if OP gets full custody, then she could be like, hey, I will let you see them, but still have, like, full control.
Yeah. Because full custody
right?
basically means I think she can decide.
She can decide if she wants 100%.
By default, she gets it.
Yeah.
100%, right? By default, he gets it 100%, but like he can visit or whatever.
Like, yeah, as much as she allows, you know, and then at any moment, like, let's say he's like, oh, he's keeping the kids. She could be like, nah, I can go to the, you know, the court or whatever. She always has that kind of like, maybe, especially if he's like poisoning their minds with
lies.
Yeah.
Actively. That
And then
feels
she can control it, but still, and she wants the father to be in the life.
Yeah, she wants it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
With travel sports starting up, Kevin and I were able to agree on a temporary agreement of me getting the kids on weekends that they have a game. I will pick them up on Fridays, go to the game on Saturday, and bring them home Sunday. We've been talking with lawyers about a permanent agreement. They were able to agree with the older two having a decision as long as they didn't miss anything required, such as school. Some things Kevin has told the kids is that Terry is still dependent on drugs. To make a long story short, about 2 years ago, Terry had been having neck problems and saw a chiropractor for the first time in his life. The chiropractor broke his neck in 4 places.
What?
Chiropractors are fucking crazy.
Bro.
Resulting in him needing 2 surgeries and becoming addicted to painkillers. Fuck. He was on them for a year and it took him another 6 months to get off, but he's been clean since of any prescription painkiller. Then Kevin said that Terry and I wanted to take them away and never let them see their other family, tried to accuse me of being addicted to drugs. I get even more sick and nauseous taking painkillers, so I refuse to take any, even after a mastectomy and reconstruction surgery. And I also found out Jenny was calling them my boys and wanting them to take her last name. That's crazy. That is still Terry's because she refused to change it after the divorce. So there's still lots we don't know and hopefully will one day.
Wow.
Those are some fucked up lies.
Wow.
I feel like, well, I think the question right now is, should OP sue for full custody?
Yep. Yeah, I think so. I think sue for full custody, and I don't know if you can say this in court or if this like messes up your case or helps it, but I would eventually be like, yeah, I do want the kids to have the father in their life, but like, given that you've done all of, you cheated, left me, you spread all of these terrible, disgusting, malicious lies. You tried to turn my boys against me.
So fucked up.
So much so. Given that you've done all that, I cannot trust you. So I, legally speaking, need full custody. However, I do want their dad to be in their life and to, with my supervision and my like oversight, so that way I can make sure they still have a stable home and like everything is good with them. And they still, maybe you do like, hey, Dad, let's all meet together and go to the park or Chuck E. Cheese or whatever. Right? Maybe that's the way where it's like supervised. It's, outside of the homes, something along those lines.
Yeah. I almost feel like they need supervised visitation. I mean, she shouldn't take their father away from them.
Yeah.
But like, especially for the youngest, supervised visitation so he doesn't spread lies.
Yes.
So the youngest
I think
can affect the mind.
supervised.
I feel for the older kids, they can kind of decide what they want. But we do want to do some call-ins. So, Riley, do you got something for us?
I got you one.
Hello?
Absolute melancholy.
Hi.
What was your one-sentence descriptor of your story?
So my story is, am I the a-hole for helping getting senior skip day canceled?
Senior skip day canceled. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Give us your 1 minute story pitch, and we'll
give you the verdict.
We'll give you the verdict.
The judges.
Okay, so basically what happened was me and my friend were sent an email chain, so it was sent to the whole grade, basically saying that senior skip day was supposed to happen Monday. It was like December, and they told us we had 2 senior skip days, and we were like, no, that's not how it works. And so they were basically saying that we could get it approved at some point, and we were like, no, that's not how senior skip day works.
You just skip a day. You don't need
skip
approval.
2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I created a poll and sent it to I got my friend to send it to the whole, senior grade. And so we all did a poll to see what day they wanted to do senior skip day. And it turns out people wanted to do it April 8th, which is coming up soon. And so I was like, see, clearly people don't want to do it in December. And then what ended up happening is that we got in trouble. Our whole grade got in trouble because a whole WhatsApp group got, they were doxing people and threatening people.
Oh,
yeah.
what?
Wait, who was doxing and threatening?
So the main perpetrators were the people who originally sent the email out. So the problem with the email was that, one, they were saying it was already approved, which you can't get senior skip day approved, obviously. And also that They were.
Oh,
They decided senior skip day in a psychology class. So they decided that senior skip day was going to happen by themselves. So 5 people decided when senior skip day was for the whole entire 140 kids.
And you were like, actually, let's do a poll to see when we actually want it.
For everyone.
Not just those 5. And then
Yeah.
that WhatsApp got exposed, and then they canceled the senior skip day totally?
So petty.
So obviously they can't really cancel that because it's not something that the school can promote.
Yeah.
Not like
But they were
officially
like,
cancel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They
they're
were
like, if you skip.
Yeah, you get in trouble if you don't have permission to
Right.
be out of school.
Okay. I think
All
we're
right.
ready to make our decision.
I'm ready.
So the things as the facts as we know it right now is senior skip day was decided by like 5 people in a psychology class, and like everyone's like, that doesn't make sense. And absolute melancholy decides to take it on her shoulders and basically be like, I'm going to find the best day and make a poll for it with a WhatsApp group with everyone.
For the people.
And then that WhatsApp group gets exposed, and the teachers are like, if anyone skips, you're getting in huge trouble, and effectively kind of like canceled the best dates for the senior skip day. I would say not the a-hole at all. You were trying to do best by your school, but that sucks that your school is being a little douche nozzle.
Well, what can they really do if and I will also say not the a-hole, but what can they do?
Well, because what they said is if anyone skips that day, they get in trouble. So the day that they chose on the poll, if you skip that day, you're like, and don't have an excuse, you're going to get in trouble.
But what if everyone does it?
So the day that it happened, this happened back in December. I haven't graduated yet, obviously. So it happened back in December. The people who skipped, they basically weren't going to have all of their assignments were due that day. So if you were like, oh, I'm skipping and I'm not coming.
You could not walk. You would get zeros on the assignments.
That's tough.
If you didn't,
they got
and during
you.
the time they had some stuff. So like I go to the school, it's kind of like it's an IB diploma. So like if you don't turn in some of these like assignments, like you are barred from getting like your special diploma.
Oh, so yeah, you might not get the diploma.
That's a lot of power and leverage.
A lot of power. It sucks that they're doing that, but I feel like not the a-hole, of course. And also, thank you so much for calling. We really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the show.
Woo!
Of course, I'm so happy that you guys called.
Of course. Riley, should we do another call-in?
I have another one for you.
Okay.
Right, bye. Have a good
Bye,
day.
You're absolutely amazing. See ya.
You ready?
Yeah.
I got 2 for you.
You got 2?
This one's a special one.
Hello.
Who is this?
Hello, this is Sleepless Night.
Sleepless Nights!
Oh my God.
The myth, the legend. How are you?
I'm good.
Holy
wow.
Also, if anyone has questions in the chat for Sleepless Nights, I feel like everyone's like...
Chat's going crazy.
Chat's
I'm sure
going
you're seeing
crazy.
Wow.
If you don't know who Sleepless Nights is, ask in the chat.
We're in the midst of a
in.
legend. A legend in
Oh
the
my
flesh.
goodness.
Wow.
I'm shaking.
How's your shift going?
It's going. I'm slow. I barely have any work today.
Okay.
Funny enough.
Well, we're glad you're here.
We're glad you're here. Do you have a story for us?
So, in the text, I just kind of put down like my dad cheated on my mom and married the he cheated on her with.
Wait, your dad cheated on your mom, and like, what was that last bit?
Married the hoe he cheated on her with.
Married the hoe that he cheated on her with.
Wow.
That is a fucking title, Sleepless Nights. Can you give us the 1-minute breakdown of what happened, and then we'll dive in with questions.
I would say about 3 when my dad and my mom divorced.
Yeah.
And my baby sister had probably just before she was born, my dad ended up
that, as the title says, ended up marrying, or not married. I think they married like maybe 10 or 15 years after or something.
Okay.
But my grandparents even had my mom and dad go on a trip to try and like fix things. And my
Your
dad
grandparents
was still
are
on the
like,
phone.
you guys need some alone time.
My grandparents were on top of it. They were trying to fix things, and
They're
funny
on top
enough,
of
or
it,
not
them
really.
being on top of. Okay, I'm not gonna make that joke anyway. Okay.
My grandpa had even told me that my dad's dad sat there telling my grandfather that my dad wasn't good enough for my mom, and so my dad was still on the phone with like my stepmother.
Your dad's dad
so,
said that about his own son?
About his own son.
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't end up meeting him because he had passed away before I was born, I think. Yeah, I think they said that he had passed away before I was born. I only met, technically, my dad's grandfather, but that was like a few months after he ended up passing away, too.
Right.
I guess I kill people. And so... That's another story too. So they tried, like I said, they tried to go on a thing together, a trip, and my dad was still on the phone with this woman.
Oh, no.
And I remember distinctly, I think I was like 15, I'm maybe 14, maybe less than that. I asked my dad, and I was like, hey, so like, why did you and mom like split up? And my dad verbatim, kid you not, it's just like, well, your stepmother, she needed love, and I wanted to make sure that she knew what love was like, and so I chose to be with her.
Wow.
Wait. Let me clear that up. So wait, so you were talking to your dad, right? And your dad said, you're like, why did y'all break up? And your dad said, I wanted to stay with your mom because your mom needed to know what your love is like.
The new woman.
My stepmother.
The stepmother. Yeah. So she's,
you're talking to the stepmom.
That's who the dad was referencing. So he's like, no, I wanted to go to your, stepmom, this new woman, to show her what love looks and feels like and all this jazz.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, your dad is trash.
Yes.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh my goodness. He said that to you?
Absolute no contact with him after a bunch of bullshit happened later down the road. But
he said, like, I needed to show your stepmom what real love is like.
Meanwhile, it's like, what about my mom?
Yeah. What about me? Well, I guess.
So, Karma's an absolute bitch because my dad and stepmom tried to conceive, and my stepmother was only able to have one kid, and that was before my dad had come into the picture.
So they were never able to have a kid together?
Nope.
Wow.
And luckily, because that kid would probably have been tortured.
Yeah.
Holy moly. So the question, is your dad an a-hole?
Sam, can we sing it together?
Not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole.
We always mess up on that.
I know.
I'll say yes, or you'll say not the a-hole, and then we always switch. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll get it right one day.
You are not the a-hole.
No.
Your dad is the a-hole.
In fact, you're the greatest angel of all time.
I know.
Sleepless nights.
Sleepless
Put
nights.
some respect on her
Giving
name.
us these sleepless nights. Oh my goodness. Your dad is an asshat.
Oh, yeah, no, wholeheartedly. He's also, I think we were probably diagnosing him that, like, they're manipulators, so.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
100%.
Well, thank you for sharing that story.
We're glad you're in our adopted family.
Yeah.
Okay?
We have
OK
adopted
family.
you. We have adopted you.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Oh, good.
Sleepless, thanks for calling in. We're going to give you guys another story.
That's right. That's right.
And well, please, Sleepless, submit another story to us.
Call
we
back.
Call back.
Oh,
we
I
need,
got so
we need to get
many,
more
so say less.
sleepless stories.
Bye, Sleepless.
You're the best.
All right. See you
All right.
guys.
See
ya.
ya, Sleepless. Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
we just chatted with the
The
legend
fucking
herself.
legend.
Wow.
An
An icon.
icon.
An absolute icon.
What a crazy thing to say to your daughter. It's also like, funnily enough, it's kind of like the PG version of saying like, yeah, I had sex with another woman. It's like, I needed to show this woman what love meant.
Yeah.
So at least he put it PG.
Whoo.
You guys ready for another one?
Lee Santiago says,
course.
bro, my dad begged my mom for a baby, then shagged her high school bestie. They should grab a beer.
Wow.
No.
Yo.
Hey,
Wow.
yo.
What a oh my goodness. Y'all got some crazy stories in the pocket. Do we got another one, Riley? Or
Yeah.
should we go
Another one.
into a next story?
One more. This one's really good.
Okay.
Hello. It is
Hey.
John and Sam from OKOP. Who are we talking to?
My name is Rita.
Rita.
Rita, what's going on?
What's your one sentence descriptor of your story?
So I don't really need a judgment on this. I'm just being chaotic and telling the story about how my sister dated my mom's third ex-husband.
Sister dated
The
the mom's
Third
third ex-husband. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old is everyone in this story?
So my sister and I are 29. My mom is 45, and her third ex-husband, I believe, if I'm doing the math right, is 36 now.
Fuck.
My sister and I, we were my mom's first kids. It was a teenage pregnancy. Fast forward to her meeting her third ex-husband. We were 13. He was 21. Nothing weird happened at that point as far as I know.
Yeah.
They get married 10 years later. They get divorced immediately because he was an asshole.
All right. So to recap really quick. So, third husband and
Mhm.
and your mom get divorced.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're trying to figure out, custody and all that stuff. My mom's he's an asshole, so she doesn't really want to deal with him. So she tells my sister, hey, can you help me out with this? Just kind of do pick up and drop off, because my little sisters, they're 10 now. So they're figuring that out, and then they start getting friendly because they got along. My sister and her ex-husband and my mom's ex-husband got along really well when my mom and him were married. So they start.
And how old was your sister at this point?
At this point, well, this was last year.
Oh, okay. So relatively
Yes.
recent.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Thank God. At
Yeah.
least that. Oh,
So,
my goodness.
so they start hanging out, let's go get drinks, blah, blah, blah. And I guess from what I hear,
And
one
are
thing
you
led
thinking
to
anything's weird? Like weird is going on? Like, are you like, why is she hanging out with mom's ex-husband?
I thought it was weird. Everyone else thought it was weird. My mom was like, "Oh no, it's fine. Your sister and I are just friendly with people. We just want to keep the party in peace. We don't want things to get weird." I'm like, okay, well, this is already weird.
Okay. Yeah.
So they start hanging out, and then eventually my sister comes out, and they're like, "Yeah, we've been, I started to develop feelings for him, and he started to develop feelings for me, and she was telling my mom, I just want to get your blessing that it's okay for this to continue." And my mom's like, okay, because my mom's already has been in a stable relationship for like 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah,
So she
but
doesn't want, yeah, she doesn't
what
want
did
to
your
jeopardize
mom
that.
say?
Well, she said it was fine because she didn't want her current boyfriend, to think that she still had feelings for him, for her ex-husband.
But it's totally normal for you not to want your daughter to date your ex-husband, right?
Bruh.
Chat, am I missing
Are
something?
we wrong?
No, you're not. But like I said, my mom really she doesn't like having problems with people. So to her, in front of her current boyfriend, she's like, no, it's fine. Just let them do whatever they want. Like, it's not my problem. She's an adult. But like, she came to my grandma's house, and I lived with my grandmother, and she was crying. Like, it almost seemed like someone had died. That's how hard my mom was crying. And she's like, I'm not crying because, I miss him. I'm crying because his mother sorry, I don't know if I can cuss, but this motherfucker's dating my daughter, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So then it was weird. So then that'll happen, and then I found out what they were dating. The woman he cheated on my mom with was still living in the same apartment with them. And
wait.
wait.
Yeah. The woman, this is so messy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Let me see if I'm getting this right. So the woman that your mom's third ex-husband cheated with was living in the same apartment as him. While he's living in the same apartment with this lover, he's dating your sister?
Yeah. And then RIP to a real one, she unfortunately did die during that time from lupus.
Wait, who died?
So the mistress.
The mistress died from lupus?
Yeah. It was a whole thing. We're like, we don't know what happened in that apartment. Like, but she had lupus, so she was already not doing that well in health. And yeah, she passed away during that time.
Is it at all suspicious? All right, I don't want to. Okay.
I don't want to point fingers.
Is it at all suspicious that she died right as he's dating your sister?
I just want to say he is a son of a bitch, so I don't know. It is weird. They ruled it that it was because of her lupus, so I cannot confirm nor deny that he might have done something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
is your sister not worried
anymore?
Is your sister worried?
No, because they're not dating anymore, so she doesn't deal with him in that way. But my dad, my mom's first husband, my dad was pissed. My dad didn't talk to my sister for like a year. Our grandmother, she's still pissed. She still doesn't talk to my sister. So my sister's slowly trying to crawl back her way into the family.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Your sister's trying to crawl back her way in the family after like dating your mom's ex. You know, like,
yeah,
isn't there like
everybody was.
There's like, you know, like there's like quote unquote bro code where you don't like date your homie's exes.
What about mom code?
What about
dude?
mom code?
What about daughter code? Let me ask you this: do you think that she should be let? It kind of sounds like you're cool with her now. Like, do you think she should be let back in the family?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I'm letting her. I'm speaking to my sister again. There was a couple months where I didn't talk to her.
Yeah.
But it's purely for selfish reasons because she buys me stuff sometimes. So that's why I'm letting her back in.
Nice.
Just for the presents.
What if she bought stuff for the whole family?
I don't think she has enough money for that.
Okay, bet.
Oh my!
Wow.
We're Hispanic, so there's a lot of family.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I guess get those presents.
Yeah, get those presents. I mean, my goodness. You deserve it with
Rita,
all that tomfoolery going on.
That was crazy.
Honestly, I have like so many more stories. My parents got together when my mom was 14 and my dad was 21, so that's just the whole thing right there. Yeah.
Ah! Wow.
Where are you from?
So I'm from California, which is why I'm still up.
No way.
But my parents are Mexican. My parents are Mexican. I'm near, like 10 minutes down from Disneyland.
Okay, yeah. No, Anaheim. We've gone to VidCon many times.
Yeah, we did. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Golly.
Baby Godzilla says we need more Rita stories. You got to submit more stories. We don't want to pull them all from you now.
Yeah,
but please
save the tea.
Save the tea for us. Oh my goodness.
We'll do. I'll write them all down and I'll call each individually one.
Yes,
perfect. Thank you.
Rita.
Thank you for that. We will be here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Lizzie Joe says, how good was the spicy sleep that your sister had to hook up with that dude?
Okay.
Don't ask those questions, Lizzie Joe.
So once I'm looking through my mom's phone, I saw a pic and I'm not going to lie. The silence was everything. Yeah.
No.
But he's disgusting, so I would never think about it. You know? He's gross.
What? How big?
I mean, just like, like a little bit bigger than a 6-inch sub.
Wow.
Holy shit. No. Oh, messy.
Oh Oh my goodness.
He's nasty.
Oh, but he thick though.
Shut up.
Shut
up.
Yeah, no, it's dirty dick. You don't touch that shit.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
So I'm shaking all of the cameras right now.
Yeah, sorry. All the cameras are shaking.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything's breaking and melting and dissolving.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I have that effect on things.
Oh my
Wow.
God. It's
You really dropped a bomb on us tonight, Rita. We
Yeah,
weren't
I
ready for
know.
this. We were not prepared for this. My goodness.
oh my God. Yeah. Oh no, it's Lizzie Joe says, don't ask questions you're not ready for the answers.
That
to."
is true. That is true, Lizzie.
Back of my own says, mighty thick though. Oh my God. Wait, what is that? 250 half foot long, scratch the sides but not reach the bottom. Is
I
that
don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even understand anymore.
Is that like a thickness joke? Or it's like you scratch the sides like it's like pencil
Oh,
where it's like
goodness.
long.
Stop
goodness.
talking about
Or no, you
this.
scratch the
goodness.
sides with the thickness but not reach. Okay, anyway.
Okay. All right.
Rita, thanks for calling in. Please submit more stories, please.
Will do. Thank you so much, you guys. Take care.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
You're the
Yeah.
best. Have a good one. See
Oh
ya.
my God.
Thank you, you
Cassandra
too.
Lay says we need girth. Holy shit. I
Wow.
was not ready for that.
I'm in love with my straight best friend, and I just need to vent. And guys, this story is extra special because just like all of those calls, this story comes from r/OKOP show, our community.
Woo!
Our community.
r/OKOP show, the best subreddit in the land. If you
That's
want to submit
right.
your own stories, submit them to r/OKOP show.
That's right.
Go on Reddit.
So
Do it.
user Big Booty Bun 69.
That is a great handle. That is a phenomenal handle.
What a legend.
If
What a
Big
legend.
Booty is in the chat, let us know.
Yeah, yeah, let us know. We're
Yeah,
reading your
drop
story.
that thick ass right now in the
God.
chat.
Here we go. So, Big Booty Bun 69 says, hello, everyone, and special hello to John, Riley, Sophia, and Sophia's brother.
Damn, don't even get mentioned by name.
That is so great.
How far she's climbed.
That's right. Dude, she's the queen.
She's the prodigal daughter.
We are lowly just serfs.
Bro, we're so aligned.
Dude, so in sync. But back to Big Booty Buns. I'm just going to start off by saying that I am a bisexual 20-year-old male with a strong preference for dudes.
Okay.
No, I'm not gay. Shut the F up. Hell yeah. I've kind of always known that I wasn't straight, and the fact was solidified when I was in high school surrounded by thick, juicy individuals, and being bi didn't help. Let's just say I was a kid in a candy store where no candy was too sweet or too sour.
This is the best start.
This is amazing.
This is amazing. Baby Godzilla says, OMFG, I saw this story today. I'm glad we're seeing it now.
Let's go. I even had crushes on my teachers, as we all do. But to be fair, the male teachers were quite packing for their days.
What the what school are you going to, bro?
And
You're
what
going
a-
to like a Netflix teenager school where
Right.
everyone's fucking hot and thick.
Maybe in LA school. Do LA's schools have...
I mean, I went to an all-boys school, so yeah.
yeah, I mean, but then at an all-boys school, it's like, what else you got?
I mean, that's true.
Teachers.
Yeah, you got teachers.
It bumps up
some
the
teachers.
grading scale by a few points. It was
This
graded
is-
on the curve.
This is a random side story, but there was once this kid in my swim class that would chase people around with his dick out, and it was massive.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Respect.
And then he would penguin slide
Wait,
on
With-
the ground.
penguin slide?
Yeah. Anyway, that's a side.
That's a whole-
That's
that's a whole
That's
great
a
story
whole
time for another
enchilada.
What do they teach you guys at Catholic school?
Yoinks. One of my teachers regularly didn't wear underwear, and damn, jelly. As for the female teachers, they knew how to dress, often in skirts so tight they had to waddle like penguins in open cleavage, and I had a great view when I didn't know a math question. Those gosh darn equations making me see tatas.
Are we like trying to write some like dirty fanfic right now?
This is
Like,
this Big
are
Booty
we supposed to
Buns.
be turned on?
Big Booty Buns is living up to their username.
It is
Like,
OKOP.
What's going
After
on?
dark.
After dark. Oddly enough, I didn't fancy anyone my age. I was only attracted to older people. I think it's a fetish. Except there was this one kid who was always quiet. Had above average grades, a large, chubby body, a bit bear-like, hairy, beautiful pink lips, tall, caramel skin, and a voice that could make me lose my mind.
Dude. Who is Big Booty Buns?
Guys, can we please find Big Booty Buns and like invite them into the I don't know, invite them into
Oh,
the
dude, you're
live?
gonna make the chat so thirsty.
Dude, good gravy. I always liked him and watched from afar. Like a creep. I'm owning it. Oh my God. Trying to figure out which way he swung. Not that I had a choice though. My face looks like a dropped cake. Almost like Sophia's brothers.
What the
Dude, what's with this Sam slander? That's no good.
Damn, bro.
That's crazy. Sam has a beautiful, sexy face.
Bro, one of our friends asked us to be on his YouTube video called "Why Is He Hot and I'm Not," and they would have people rate like Riley and I and a bunch of other guys. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Wait, what? You're not doing that?
I'm not. Are you doing it on
Dude,
Saturday?
Jack was like, please. And I was like, okay, Jack, I mean, come on. You said no to Jack?
Bro, I don't think I could do
It's our
it.
boy.
I don't think I could do it.
Come on, dude.
I don't want to know.
I just want to be called a funny 7. That's all I need.
127 and then we're in.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's all I hope to be is just a funny 7 to my significant other. And then I'll be happy.
What if
That's all I need.
You're a 10 to me, but what
That's
if you
right.
get
Stop.
like if you get like a 5? Will you be
Dude, if I
crushed?
get lower than 5, I'm crying and leaving. I don't care.
See, that's what I think's gonna happen to me.
Dude, but you're freaking like 8.5, dude. You're fine.
I think I'm like an 8.5 to like I think I'm like attractive to a specific subset of women, but I think some women would probably think I'm very ugly. I think women have very particular tastes.
They do have I don't think any woman would consider you ugly, but
Oh damn,
maybe
John.
more.
John.
It's true.
Yeah, dude, we're like 3 stallions in here. I think we're good. We're all
That's
set.
true. That's
That's
true.
right.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I don't want to expose myself to that. Anyway, let's get back to the sexy fucking story.
And he is just bloody gorgeous, moans and horny. Wow. Okay. I'm not that bad, but I still lack confidence. I was in an IT/computer monitor school. Wow. Okay. That's incredible. So during breaks, I would always be in the computer room with my friends. Hee nerds. He started coming there more often until it became a routine. Hee nerd. And then it came every day.
Came every day.
Oh, God. I wasn't going to say it. We only started talking in bits and pieces. He'd be looking up an anime to watch, and I'd playfully give him false spoilers with a sprinkle of truth. Eventually, he'd occasionally strike up a conversation saying that I lied, and then we'd talk even more. Laugh, joke, kiss, touch each other, and fist. God.
Fist?
Jokes I kid.
Jeez.
Man, a big booty
And you
bun-
can't just go straight from kissing to fisting.
Dude, that's that's to a level 1,000. My God.
Yeah. You gotta at least
Oh.
do like the sock puppet first.
Dude. Just
fucking dead.
wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to keep going, guys. And it made me so happy. Eventually, we became friends, and over time, we became best friends. School ended, and we went our separate ways into adulthood, but we still kept in touch, and we'd meet up to go to the movies sometime, and every time we hung out, he'd hug me. He initiated. I had to stop because my underwear, hand, and lotion couldn't handle the stress.
Bro!
He knows I'm bi, and he's 90% straight. I'm betting on that 10%. I'd say 90% because I fundamentally believe that no one is 100% straight, but that's an argument for another day.
Low key, I agree to this to an extent. If you believe that sexuality is a spectrum, then everyone exists somewhere on that spectrum, and like no one is either like I think 100% one way or the other. I think I believe that.
Interesting.
I think I believe that.
Like in like, oh, I can acknowledge you're attractive, or like ready to go to Bone Town.
I think it's a spectrum. So there's
Right.
like people like acknowledging that
Oh, I can see this person's attractive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I would love to know what the chat thinks.
Yeah, guys,
Put
let
your
us know
answer
in the chat below. Today was his birthday. But
whose birthday isn't it today?
Yeah, dude. Everyone's
yeah,
birthday.
guys, stop having birthdays, okay? My God. Just kidding. But I've been so swamped with college and studying for exams that I forgot. I remember setting a reminder on my phone the week prior, but I only just noticed that my phone has been off for days now. I primarily use my laptop in my daily life anyways, so it's not unusual for my phone to be off, as I only play games with it and maybe call some people every 2 months or so. Man, this OP's
Every 2 months?
OP is a very interesting...
Yeah, has a specific set of skills and interests.
And kinks.
And kinks.
I apologized after he berated me. Nothing serious. It sounds like it was all jokes. And he sent me a photo of his cake.
Like his ass?
Not his ass, unfortunately. Just a regular basic birthday cake.
Okay.
And tried to rub it in my face.
Basic birthday cake.
Oh my God. Trying to rub it in my face. I wish he rubbed his ass on my face.
OP! Keep it in your pants!
But I don't like cake unless it's bunda or bunda. What is it? Bund? Yeah. Bunt?
These
Bunt?
buns?
Unless it's bunt cake? I don't know.
You got a fat bunda still.
And I told him so. His response was so cute. He was blushing because he thought I'd ask for a slice. I wanted a slice of him so he could say no. We talked on WhatsApp call for a while, roughly an hour. After we hung up and said our goodnights, I realized I really, really, really love this man. It hurts to know that I can never be with him or tell him that I love him. I've thought about it, and once we both have jobs in our own places, I'll kidnap him, fake our deaths, and force him to marry me in another country and live out the rest of our lives in a small cabin, ignoring his pleas for freedom. I'm joking about kidnapping him and forcing him into a relationship, but honestly, I'm still 50-50 on that one. No, but seriously, I might have to cut him out of my life in the future because I know I'll despise his future wife for having / screwing / tasting / loving / living what I want.
Cassie F says, I don't think OP knows the difference between being horny and love.
Truly, my God, big puns. I will envy his kids for sharing his DNA.
What the fuck?
I'm 100% convinced that if he spat in my mouth, it would add 50 years of life to my soul.
Oh my God. Sorry.
I would do almost anything for this man. I'd hide a body for him. I'd kill for him. I'd commit war crimes for him. Even kick a puppy. Oh my God. I love him, and it hurts me to know that he's not mine. I fucking love him, and I wish he was mine. I resent myself for being bisexual. Why can't I be vanilla and only like women? He makes me so happy every time we talk, and it feels like I'm drowning and my heart is about to explode. I genuinely feel pain thinking about the relationship we can never have. I know so far I have sounded super crazy and super horny. That is correct.
Fucking shit,
that is correct. But I like to use jokes to mask the pain of not having him be in my future. To be my number one for the rest of our lives. I would trade anything for his love, but I know there's nothing valuable enough, not even my soul. Man, so I'll enjoy my time with him until he's married and happy. Then I will cut him out of my life forever and hope I can find someone who can love me the way I love and worship him. Thanks for reading. If you did, I just needed an outlet, and I'll probably update this when he gets married. Who knows when that'll happen? He's a single virgin, perfect for defiling. So,
my
yeah,
God.
Goodbye for now.
Perfect for defiling. Holy
big booty buns, man. Yo, my guy. My freaking, my dude.
Wow. Yeah, that is the holiest story I think we've ever read.